Hey, Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Man. Let's read from our daily bread in Habakkuk chapter 3, verses 17 through 18. Although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall the fruit be in the vines, the labor of the olive shall fail, and the fields shall yield no meat. The flock shall cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls. Yet will I rejoice in the Lord. I will joy in the God of my salvation. Life is not easy. In fact, some days, even arising the face of the day is a truly daunting task because sin entered the world and corrupted God's perfect design. We might find ourselves bruised like fragile reeds by the painful effects of a broken world. If we allow ourselves to stay in our broken state without relying on the powerful source of God's comfort, peace, and love, we might even find ourselves as hopeless as a smothering wick about to lose its flame. So, Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Man, there is a lot of things going on, and I can totally agree with that. There's a lot of things going on personally around me. It looks like it's failing, it's breaking. And the Lord says in Habakkuk chapter 3, verses 17 through 18, although the fig leaves shall not blossom, neither will there be fruit on the vines. The labor of the olive shall fall, and the field shall yield no meat. The flock will be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls. Even though there is so many different things falling, not sure where to go, what to do, the Lord is still saying, yet will I rejoice in the Lord. I will joy in God of my salvation. So Habakkuk is saying, although all these things are going on around me, I will still rejoice in the Lord, the God of my salvation. The Lord is aware of the things that are going on around us. When we go through these things, what he look forward to is seeing if we still have faith, is seeing if we still will pray, if we still will have hope, just to keep going forth. So I believe that's what God looks for. It's not easy. It's kind of irritating, to be honest, because it's like you are going through so many different things, and then it's like, okay, when is this going to happen, or when is that going to happen? And sometimes you just wonder, like, am I doing this right, or am I doing that right, or what am I doing wrong? Again, there's just different things that is out of our control as far as the what, when, where, how, and who. But no matter what is going on around us, we are to still rejoice in the Lord because he is responsible for our destiny. The person in her testimony is saying that life is not easy. In fact, some days, even when the sun rises, it's already a daunting task because I know I got to get up, get dressed to clock in, to go around people that, the people are nice, but the task may not be so fun, just to provide for myself. So whatever it is, this person is saying that as soon as the sun rises, sometimes it's already a daunting task because sin has entered the world and corrupted God's perfect design. This is why we go through these things, and we may find ourselves just bruised and just keep on getting bruised. And it's painful. It is painful to live in a broken world. And it's also painful to know that you can't fix everything that is broken. So it's painful to know that everything around you may be falling apart, like relationships, finances, things in a house, things on a car, things health-wise. But there is just still some things that is out of your control. Just because we're in a broken world. So because the world already corrupted, that explains why, different things are going on because the enemy has corrupted God's perfect plan, or else we wouldn't be living like this, or we wouldn't, have been experiencing half of all of the things that we have experienced. But that is one thing that we can do nothing about, but, take care of ourselves and make sure that we're not in that group of not doing the right thing. They said if we allow ourselves to stay broken, then it will become worse. We have to focus on the God of our source. So no matter what we're going through, we have to just continue to keep God first, continue to commune with him. And that way we can find that comfort, that peace and love. we might even find ourselves just hopeless, like a candle about to go out. Like, everybody is in different areas and parts and situations and elevating differently in their lives. And sometimes it can feel like it's hopeless. Like, okay, when is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? But sometimes you can feel like you're going to lose your flame. And like I said, the Lord is aware of all of the things that is going on. He wants us just to continue to communicate with him. That way he can help us get through these things. That way we can experience comfort when we're uncomfortable. We can experience peace when it's tragedy everywhere around us, and we can still experience in love when it seems like pretty much everybody around us may be heartbroken. So Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless, man, when you get some time today, I encourage you to read Habakkuk chapter 3, verses 17 through 18, and just continue to rejoice in the Lord. Continue to pray. Ask him for that comfort, that peace, that guidance, that love. Whatever it is that you need, seek that from God. And even in the hardest times, like I said before, sometimes it'd be kind of hard for me to even pray because it just be like, seem like it's rude because it's like, okay, I'm going through stuff, but you know how you had that attitude and you like, I don't even feel like talking to nobody right now. That's how it be sometimes. But if you're like me and you're still trying to figure that out, work through that way you can still give the Lord his praise, then I would just say to just take some time before you talk to him, because you don't want to go to the Lord with an attitude or anything like that. I mean, he is aware, but you always want to come to God humble and at peace, no matter what is going on. So maybe later on down the line, I can give some more tips about that. For now, I just try to like step away, and I'm learning that might actually work in like regular life situations as well. If you feel like you got to say something to somebody or you want to talk about something, to just kind of like walk away first or take a deep breath and then say, you know what, let's revisit that later. So that is something I'm doing with the Lord. Like, you know what, it's a lot going on around me and I do want to communicate with you, but give me just a minute, Lord, so I can make sure that I'm coming humble and with wisdom. That way we can communicate. So no matter what is going on, just always be sure to take the time, even if it's just a minute, to communicate with God, so that way he can walk you through and release some of the burden and pain that you have going through that situation. Alexis loves you. God bless you and have a fantastic Sunday.